Well, after impressing in the middle of the Canaries lineup, Adrian Nieto got signed by the Miami Marlins organization this past weekend. If a return to the big leagues sounds unlikely, you might think differently when you hear our Karl's TV and Appliance Athlete of the Week's remarkable story. Zach Borg has more.
Playing independent baseball certainly seems a long way from the major leagues. Adrian Nieto keeps it in perspective.
At the end of the day, this is still an opportunity to play baseball. So don't take it for granted. Don't view it as like, oh, I'm playing indie ball. No, just take pride, still be professional.
25 years ago in his native Cuba, Adrian's dad taught him how precious opportunity is.
Spilling cooking oil on the street, and for that they were going to give him 6 years, in prison. I actually remember going with my dad and just patch up the holes in the boat. That's how old it was. And at the time, I didn't know. I thought they were just getting it, just prepping it up. I was told by my parents that we were just going on a boat trip.
Fleeing the country at the age of 4, Nieto's boat began taking on water 13 hours into the trip.
At that age, I didn't know how to swim. My mom, didn't know how to swim at all. Once we saw the Coast Guards, down in the coastline, we just, thank God for rescuing us.
His journey was far from over.
And after that, it turned to 6 months, 6 days in Guantanamo Bay. I ended up getting a rash on my arm, and my mom filed some paperwork to leave and get it treated. When I come over, everybody thought I was older than what I was because I carried myself and I acted as an older kid, but that was just, just the environment that I was around.
Nieto would become a top prospect in Florida, eventually being drafted in the 5th round and ascending from A-ball to the majors with the Chicago White Sox at the age of 24.
Home run! Adrian Nieto, his first in the major leagues.
Though he played 48 games in 2014, Nieto returned to the minors.
While living it, I kind of lost perspective of the jump that I made. There's things that I feel like I do now better than I did when I was at 24.
Behind the plate tonight, number 21, Adrian Nieto.
Adrian came to the Canaries this year and quickly became a leader on the field with his team-high 24 RBI and off it with his relentless work ethic.
So he does some things a little bit different than a lot of guys do, but he knows what it is that he needs to do to prepare day in and day out. And I think it's been big for us learning from him and talking with him.
It paid off 32 games into the season with a contract in the Miami Marlins organization. Adrian knows it's no guarantee, yet after all he's been through.
My parents always tell me, when times get tough, they always tell me that. Don't forget you cross the ocean. For anything else after that, it's not going to be harder then.
The long road to the majors doesn't seem as daunting. Zach Borg, KDLT Sports.